Hey there, I am in the sewing room, and I thought I would make a quick video on kind of some of the tools that are important to have in the sewing room. Not only a good sewing machine. A lot of people don't have sewing machines. You can sew by hand. It is harder, but it's not harder, you know. But some of the tools that I use, other than my sewing machine, are really good pairs of scissors. I have Fiskars is a very good brand, and I have these two are a matching set. I love these because when I'm sewing something, I can cut my thread with scissors. I do have on the back of my sewing machine one of those little cutters. I've never really used it. I just prefer scissors, and these are perfect for it. I also have a pair of these scissors, and these might have special names, but I'm not sure what they are. These here are flat, so when I'm cutting on my table, I can cut very easily. These ones here are not flat, so I don't use these when I'm cutting on the table or when I'm cutting on my rotary mats. And that brings me to another important, useful tool. And I'm in the sewing room here sewing, and that's what made me think about making this video. Rotary mats are awesome. I have two of them, and I really would like a bigger one to go on my other table. But these are very simple, and the project I'm working on right now, I cut my material using my rotary mats. It's all blocked off into inches going one way and the other, so you get your little blocks, and it shows you all the little lines in between. And I put one rotary mat on top of the other, and I have a rotary cutter, and then I cut my material. A rotary cutter is a very good tool to use. You can change the blades, and actually I've had this for I think 2 or 3 years, and I've never changed the blade. It really does cut well, so I don't sew like all year long either, so that's another reason why that lasts so long. So tools are really good pairs of scissors, rotary mats, rotary cutter, pins. I use my pins on almost every project I make. Pinning your materials together really helps everything stay where it should, and having these pins is a very good idea, good tool. Also, safety pins. Those are really good too. Very simple, easy tools to use. When you're using your machine, you're going to have these tools right next to you. And the way I set up my sewing area, this is my sewing desk, and actually this desk was made by my grandfather just before he died. This is the last thing that he made. I use this as my table, and it's not very big, but it fits my sewing machine, and I have enough room for some project stuff, my scissors and such, and a little bit of room for my material to spread out. This here is just a bunch of stuff that I needed room for. Boxes of pictures and papers and everything like that. This here works for kind of a staging area. This is the materials that I've been working on. And then over here I have my ironing table. I just use a simple towel to iron on. I put my project down, I iron, I'm done. This is really easy. When I'm sewing, I can be sitting down, turn over, iron my project real quick, and go back to the sewing machine. So that's why I have it set up like this. Another good tool for your sewing room is an iron. They really are important to have. And then I'm going to show you the mess I have over here, the carnage. I'm working in here, so it's crazy. This table here is new to me. Our friend gave it to us, and we had it out in our garage, out in the shop for a little while. We decided to bring it in here, and it's wonderful. I love it. Obviously, I have my computer on here, but this is where I cut. I have a Folgers container to throw all my scraps in, because it's easier to have it here, and then instead of having to go to my other trash can over there. My materials, here is a basket full of spare material. This here is another container that I have spare material in, or scrap material. So these are just some of the things that I have in my sewing room, the way I have my sewing room set up. And why am I showing you all of this? Well, because I know 2 young girls who are going to be getting sewing machines for Christmas. Their moms and dads might need a little bit of help on other tools that these kids might need. You don't have to go all out. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars when you buy a sewing machine. When somebody wants to sew, you can do it for pretty cheap, you know. You want some good tools, some scissors, rotary cutters, rotary mats. When you give the child a gift, it might be a good idea to also grab some thread, some material. You don't know the project that the child's going to want to make, so just grab the kid's favorite color, you know, and or favorite character, and have that material included with your scissors and bobbins. Very important to get some extra bobbins. And what a great gift. And I guarantee you won't see that kid all Christmas Day. She's going to be, or he's going to be, in that sewing room, in the bedroom, wherever you put the sewing machine. Sometimes you might have to put the sewing machine on the dining room table or the kitchen table. That's okay. It'll work. It'll work. It's easy to move them. They have handles. You know, think about it. So if you're sewing, definitely check out my other playlist, my other videos, and give me a like, give me a comment, and subscribe. I do have a project here that I'll be showing you, so stay tuned. Thanks.